It's Patrick, founder of Screenplay app, the app for student screenwriters. Every week I pose a question or comment to all you screenwriters out there and see what's inside that creative head of yours. Let's begin. We are back with the Screenplay Gods. It's been a minute since the Screenplay Gods came on down and blessed the screenwriters. So, what do they have for us this week? If the Screenplay Gods gave you one person to collaborate with on your next screenplay, who would you choose? Now, for someone like you, you might already have your person. You might be like, oh, that's it right there. So who's that person? Now think about this though. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Would you pick someone who's the opposite of you? Say example, if you write great dialogue, but you struggle with writing action and scene description, then would you pick a screenwriter who's great at that? Or if you struggle with dialogue, then would you pick a writer who writes great dialogue like Aaron Sorkin? So there's many ways you could tackle this, but also too, let's talk about genre. Now, if your next screenplay is a romantic comedy, would you pick someone like, say, Christopher Nolan? You know, he's not known for romantic comedies. That's not his thing. I'm not saying he can't do a romantic comedy. He probably could because, he's Christopher Nolan. But at the same time, would you pick him? Maybe you would, because maybe he might write the best romantic comedy ever. Or or how about this? Would you pick someone who's just hot right now? Someone who just sold like his first screenplay for $1 million, like who's hot? Or would you pick like a veteran or someone from the past? Or I don't know what the rules are in this question. I'm just making it up as I go. So if I had to collaborate with anyone, first of all, science fiction is my thing. If you've watched this channel enough, I love science fiction. So I would have to pick a great science fiction writer. In my opinion, James Cameron, I think he's one of the greatest science fiction writers, because Terminator, the first and second one, is one of my favorite films. And I would just love to sit down with James Cameron and come up with the craziest ideas, or just bounce ideas off each other and then see where he would go with this, The thing about James Cameron, he writes great scene description. His scene descriptions are so visual, so vivid. And I don't know what my strengths are as a screenwriter, actually. I've been told that I write good dialogue, but me personally, I don't think I write, I've seen great dialogue. I think I'm okay with dialogue, but I think my strengths are more scene description. I think I'm good at that. But why would I pick James Cameron if, because both of us, I think, are great at scene description. So maybe I would pick someone who writes great dialogue like Tarantino. But then again, that's a little too easy of a choice. So yeah, this is tougher than I thought. But ultimately, if I had a gun to my head, I probably would pick James Cameron because he's my guy. So tell me, if the Screenplay Gods gave you one person to collaborate with on your next screenplay, who would you choose? That is our question for this week. And now let's see your answers in the comments below. If you're thinking about writing your first screenplay, go to your favorite app store, download Screenplay app today. The link is in the description below. And remember to always have fun writing. Fade out.